All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Everyday Upland. Just a heads up, Upland is slow right now. Not many things happening. Well, they have their challenges. They have their thrifty trader going on. I'm not really into that as much. The People's Champ thing or the June Challenge, I think they call it. That's going on where you can be People's Champ and various other stuff. I may try and get in on that. I think I'm not even sure. Like I haven't really been on the news. I've been so focused on other stuff that I'm doing that I haven't really gotten a chance much to look into that. I think the June challenge and what's going on for it. And as you see, I haven't really mentioned it or anything as yet. Today's the first day because I'm so hella focused on what you see there. Another package has arrived. I think I only bought one player, so it's this one's not a whole lot, but I bought it this morning. So the only time I've opened Upland is now. So I haven't opened it since this morning, but I have checked my email and I got a nice little message from Upland in there. And I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward. You guys will see it when it comes. Um, yeah, I just gave it away right there. I didn't mean to. But yeah, you will see. You'll see soon enough. You'll see soon enough. So yeah, guys. Let's do the unveiling right now. I'm telling you, legits, I'm really enjoying the legits. I'm taking my time day by day. I'm looking up who these players are. I'm looking at different what's it called? Different NFLPA meta venture stores, seeing who are some of the guys that are demanding some of the legits that are demanding the top dollars, and I'm slowly going out and purchasing some of those legits for the future. I'm in hold mode right now. I don't plan to sell much. I'm going to accumulate as many of these digital assets as I can, and I'm not going to stop talking about the NFT portal that Upland is coming up with. I'm really looking forward to that. One of the reasons why, for example, is so we'll be able to download. I think you're right now you're able to put your NFTs on Twitter. You're able. I think those that's the only place that I know at the moment. And I read today that Instagram and Facebook, which is Meta, is working on integrating NFTs into your display photo or your story. And that's exciting for me because my legits, I'm going to try and download as many as I can. And I'll be displaying that on my Instagram story. But I need to create an Instagram just pertaining to um, the metaverse and all things related because I have another like business on the side that I do, and I'm kind of expanding that a little bit and kind of pivoting because I do like a lot of these events and stuff like that, so I'm trying to pivot more to that and events related type business. And my username on a lot of my on all my social media is my business username. It's very similar to the one that's here in the game, but I need to now create one just for metaverse and metaverse related items, so when all of this stuff comes out I can display all of my legits on my Instagram, in my stories, on Facebook, on Instagram, whatever platform that is going to be allowing legits to be shown on their platform. So, without further ado, let's open and see what this is. All right, here we go. Hey, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I think that's Aaron Donald from LA. As you see, I'm in LA right now. So I went and I grabbed his his legit, it's quite pricey. I'm seeing it. His legit is not necessary. Well, it is cheap, but compared to other legits, it's about I would say it's a mid price. There's the highs, which are like Roethlisberger, Tom Brady, and those type of guys where you're paying like 7,000 picks for just the jersey alone, and that is on the high side. Aaron Donald is on the mid-range side, which I think it's about 3,000 upics you pay for it. I don't know what mint it is, what mint number, but I'll eventually look that up. But yeah, I'm slowly collecting my legits. I'm looking forward to it to end. I think we have what, 2 more days, 2 more days, and it's all over. So if you guys want anything, any more legits, get in on it before the time runs out. There's only 2 days left. And yeah, this thing stop. Okay, now my internet is acting up on me. He already knows. All right. Hey, Upland for life. I think the challenge is now over. Okay, see, there we go. I'm a little late on this. And oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I saw you. You saw me. Yes, I was 182 on that list of 300 people. I'm excited for that Block Explorer. This is my second Block Explorer I'm claiming from doing the Upland challenges. And I have to tell you guys, I've been preaching this from I've been started doing these challenges. Just take part, okay? Take part in all of these challenges. They're going to be worth your while because you never know what you're able to win, right? Because I've won, this is my third win with these challenges or being a part of these challenges that Upland has going on or being qualified to winning anything in Upland because I just participate. So I participated, I did almost everything they asked. I minted, I visit the visitor, or I went to quite a few because I'm buying legits. I went to quite a few different Block Explorer shops. I went to quite a few different stadiums, and other type of legits and memento shop and all of those, everything that came because right as what's going on? Long time, man. Long time. How's everything, man? While I don't even I can't even recall which oh no, which city you're from again. What was your name? I can't remember at this moment because it's been what, over a week since you've been on. So, but it's good that you're back. Thank you for coming in and saying what up, man. I appreciate that, and I'm really happy to see you. Um, Yeah, so I've been buying up legits. I was on vacation, bro. Hope. Oh, everything is good, man. Everything is good, and I'm glad you came back safe from your vacation. You're back in the game, in Missouri. Ah, okay, yes, Missouri. Yes, you're the reason why I'm there. You're the reason why I'm there. So I went to I like Missouri, so that's what I'm gonna kind of talk about today. They call it Ghost Town, Kansas City, because all the big players pretty much have left and it's just left the little guys. But there's a bunch of nodes in Kansas City. I don't know if the people of this node has anyone talking about them here on YouTube, but I found I think 2 nodes. It's not hard to find. Kansas City is chopped up so weirdly that they have a large amount of small neighborhoods that I swear, if you have probably about 300,000 UPIX, you could buy almost every property in these neighborhoods. These neighborhoods, I think, only have one street in and one street out. And to me, that's incredible. So I went there, Prospectus King, and I bought like 13 properties. And let me just get into where I'm at. Since you're on vacation, let's get out of this. Where am I? Where am I? Let this thing load up. Come on, load on up. Here we go. And I'm gonna show you guys who my neighbor is. And this is just by chance, right? I didn't plan to buy or find where he's located, but I ended up, and there's spots, like there's three spots right beside him that I want to buy up because I want to surround myself and hopefully some of his riches can land on me. But not kill me, but land on me, so I'm doing well. All right, so this is who my neighbor is, okay? So I have a whole bunch of these properties all over on Cherry Street, and you know what I mean. So here's my neighbor. Look who it is, Abdullah, baby. Shout out to Abdullah. He's changing his block explorer often, so I can't find him, but I always stumble on him. Yeah, he owns this whole section up here. And by the way, this is called the Woodbridge neighborhood. Okay, Woodbridge. Like, if I let me zoom out, get rid of all of these names and zoom back in a little bit. I was just talking to someone on Twitter this is the first one I spotted where pretty much everything in here is built up. They are selling a few of the properties, but a lot of the property, look at this. Look at this node. In this one tiny neighborhood. This is absolutely awesome. There's a lot of these types of, I'm not sure if this is a node, but I was talking to someone on Twitter who mentioned Sheridan Estate. Oh no, no, it's not Sheridan Estate. Okay, that's one of them. Sorry, I got it mixed up. Let me see if I can find it. But there's a lot of these all over. What is it? Let's go. Here we go. There is so many of them. They're all over. It's incredible the amount of small neighborhoods in Kansas City that people have completely minted out and started building in it. So here's another one here. They're all over Kansas. And that's one of the things that I like about Kansas. It makes it so much easier for different groups and many groups of people to create nodes. These, I wish I was in the game earlier, because when Kansas City opened, if I had even looked, even taken the opportunity to come down to Kansas City and check out and see what it's all about, I would have seen how fast I would have seen how small some of the neighborhoods are and how fast they were being minted out. So I'm late for the boat. That's why I got so much in the property that I'm in. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. That's why I was happy. Oh yeah, 73rd probably in there. Yeah, yeah. So I'm beside Abdullah. It's great. Like I've been everywhere he goes, I always seem to track him down, right? So it's just crazy how I ended up buying a couple of properties right by him, and it was just by chance. I was just sending my block explorer there, not knowing that he owned um properties there. And yes, thank you, Upland for Life. Let these guys know. Hit that like button, please. Hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the podcast. And yeah, so I was just sending my block explorer there, and his name popped up, and I was just like, wow. Yes. I was just like, wow, I like it. I really do. And I like it. I'm looking around. I'm probably gonna be spending a little bit more UPEX in a lot of these small neighborhoods because they all look like this. A lot of them that I've seen so far. So I just showed you that one. I was just randomly zooming out, right? Looking at tiny neighborhoods and seeing what I can find in them. Is this another one too? is all built up. Yeah, there we go. Look at them. This is beautiful to see, man. This is what I like seeing in Upland. When people come together and create something like this. This is awesome, man. Look at all of these structures that have been built. Kansas, to me, right now, is a hidden gem. I don't see anyone, and I have to thank you again. Where am I? I got to thank you again, Prospectus King, for letting and go to 73rd Street. I don't know why more people don't go to Measure. There's gonna be a lot of potential when it goes. Absolutely, I agree with you 100% on that. It's amazing. So 73rd Street. Okay, give me a sec. Let me check out what's there. So, all right, let me see. Let's go here. Oops. Um, why did it take me there? Give me a better address because it just like threw me out of Kansas. So yeah, just give me an exact address so I can go check it out. But yeah, like like Kansas City, Ghost Town, Kansas City is a hidden gem right now in Upland. There's so many small neighborhoods that are completely built out. Let's see this one. Just randomly. That's all I'm doing. Just Okay, I did see this one before. That one's not complete yet, but just randomly go to any small neighborhood and you'll see the amount of structures that are being built. Look at this. Random, right? I'm not even thinking, oh, where am I going next or whatever it is, right? Maybe it's east. Let's try east 73rd Street. What just happened? East 73rd. Raytown. Okay, this thing has me all over the place. I see 70. Give me a better address. So, okay, let me see. I don't remember the address. Oh, okay. Yeah, but whenever I go 73rd Street, it throws me somewhere else. So, if you could find out like where it is it in Raytown or because Raytown is huge. Raytown is huge, but I'll still. Why is it 70? Where's 73rd? Like it completely skipped that street. Or that street is one of those streets that breaks up and ends here and starts there and so on and so forth. But until I get that, like just random, just all you gotta be is random and go into all of these neighborhoods and you'll see how many, I guess, nodes. I'm not sure if they're nodes because I wouldn't have known. No one's talking about it. Okay, so that one, not so much. It's not fully minted out. Maybe it's because it's one of the bigger size. But let me zoom out again and see if I can find another small one. Let's see, maybe Ward Estate. Okay, there's a few here and there, but overall, it's exciting to see how many, I guess, nodes are being built in Kansas. Like I never hear anything about Kansas City. Once I was told about it, I had to go check it out. The yields are awesome. The properties are big, and they're not that expensive. Um, I only have this amount of UPX because I said I'm slowly gonna spend some money on some legits, but every time I come to Kansas and I see all of these nodes, I'm just like, I wish I was a part of it. So this was the first node I had discovered, right? And then I'm just like, I was looking like, oh man, I would love to get it. The floor here is not cheap. Let me zoom out a little. Ah, come on. So 60,000 UPIX is the floor right now in Sheridan Estate. But this is what I mean. This is where the value is, guys. Like, and then look at that. It jumps. Look, so 60,000, 68,000, almost 80,000, 89, 94, then $100, and then 150,000 UPIX. A lot of money is going to be made off of this node right here. Look at the amount of structures that are being built. And right now, since things are slow, this is what we are going to work on. Unfortunately, though, a lot of these smaller neighborhoods you're not able to necessarily build a track here in a lot of this unless you use the outside, the borders as your track, and not any of the streets on the inside. But all in all, it still looks amazing. It looks amazing to see all of this. And I'm surprised it's being called Ghost Town. Yes, not a lot of big name ballers are here. As you see, like I said to you, pros and uplanders, pros and uplanders. There are no executives here. Another director, I think that's probably okay. A few directors. I'm seeing all the directors now, but there's a lot of pros here. So there's a lot of potential here in Kansas City when it comes to yields, property size, and if you find the right neighborhood that still have properties to mint, you're able to mint into a node that is growing and the prices are crazy high, which is good if you get in early. And if you guys are interested, I'm down here in Woodbridge. There's probably I'm only speaking of non-FSAs. I cannot speak for FSAs because I cannot purchase them myself. So I don't keep track of how many of those are left in the city, in a neighborhood. In Woodbridge, there's quite a few. There's a bunch around where I purchase properties, but there's still a few here and there, non-FSAs. And if you guys beat me to it, you guys can have those. What's still there. But my goal is to clean up the rest and have the floor raised up to something crazy ridiculous in Woodbridge, Kansas. Kansas is not really a ghost town. It's just that it's a ghost town for all the execs and higher who are in the game, just left Kansas City and left it to us, the pros and the directors and the uplanders, which is awesome. We can make something out of nothing. I'm telling you guys that. I've seen it here in Kansas. It's amazing. Kansas was never on my list for anything, but now it's one of my hidden gems I find. And Prospectus King, thank you, bro. That was a great, great thing for you to do, to tell me about this, because I wouldn't have known. Oh, so this question here, are those multiple structures on one property? Are they able to do that? Yeah. They did announce that is coming. But that's obviously going to be on the larger size properties. So here in Kansas is the perfect place. And I think Tennessee as well is another one that is like that. So there's still a lot. There's still a lot to come in Upland. I think that's why things are so slow right now, because they've done the cars and they're manufacturing cars. So they're waiting a little bit. I think once they start what happened in the pre-sale, they will start bringing out all the other features, because I think they're going to go feature heavy for the rest of the year. Hopefully that could bring in even more droves of people into the game. But this is one of the reasons why I speak on holding, because the next rush, I believe, when cryptos go crazy again, Upland is going to the moon. Okay, so Northwest. Okay. Hold on. Let me go through these other comments, and then I'll go to that property. I thought I just saw a property with two. Maybe I was just moving fast. Oh, okay. Maybe I don't know. I gotta check it and look again. Maybe it was a. Yeah. It's probably a luxury mansion. Those look like two. Yeah, with the garages. Yeah. Another good video would be to know how to get Spark. Best ways. I don't know. Maybe we did it before. How to get Spark. Okay. How to get Spark is every time there's a challenge that Upland, they usually give away Spark, so you got to participate in that. Every one of their competition, you got to take part in their daily check-in Spark bonus. I've been doing it since its inception, and I've been getting point zero 0.01 Spark, point zero 0.02. The most I got was point zero 0.03. And Upland did say they're going to reward people who have been in it since day one, but who knows? That hasn't happened as yet. But Upland made a lot of promises recently, so it's a lot to roll out. Discord absolutely. If you really want to get in on the Spark, there's one of these Discords. I haven't found one yet myself that helps you to best get Spark, but there's one that came out recently to help you with treasure hunting. So there's a Discord channel that will notify you when there's probably 30 seconds left before the treasure hunt is recharged. Will let you know that, hey, go to this neighborhood or this city, and this treasure hunt is about to begin in about 15 seconds or something like that. Yeah, listen to Upland for Life. He knows, man. He's all in these things. All right, so let me go check out your property there on 3812 Northeast. Okay, let's see. 3812 Northwest. What does that say? 70 Street. Okay, let's see this one. Okay, so Northwest. Okay. Yeah, these are some nice. This is your property here? Okay. Let's see what this neighborhood looks like. Let's see how big it is. It's quite big. So, yeah, that's huge. But it's huge, but not a lot of properties, a lot of large size properties. So let's see the size of this one again, 136. So definitely a lot of these properties here in Kansas, I think are more than eligible for the two properties on one structure. So let's see if you bought out this whole cul-de-sac. You did. That's the way to do it, man. That's exactly how you do it. All of it's yours. Let's see how much more you got. Okay. Beautiful. That's how you do it. I don't remember where I saw, but I saw somewhere, heard somewhere where there's a business in this game that bought an entire neighborhood and was selling it for like 2 or 3 million. So you got to start building on these, man. Put up some structures, man. Put up some structures, because once you start doing that, right? All your neighbors around, once they come back and they check their property just to see what's going on in the neighborhoods, they'll see, oh, somebody's building, and that will encourage one more, two more builds. And the more builds you get, the more all of this stuff gets minted out, right? But it looks good. This community is quite big. This one here is not too bad. It's right on the lake. This is where you probably should have bought. Look at this. This is lovely. Look at that again. See, this is a very nice neighborhood, okay? You have the lake in your backyard. Almost all of these properties here have a lake. This is awesome, man. Kansas City is a hidden gem for real. Like, a lot of people are missing out by not taking part or not coming in and buying up. Like, see, this is what happens when you build structures. Everybody else starts to do it. Let's see what the price is here. Ooh, I can see why, but it's worth it though. Whew. Nobody else is selling. Oh, this other person, but it's not on the water. Nah, too much money, dude. You're not even on the water. Look at this. 1 million. This is beautiful. Look how big this lake is. Man, let's see what this guy has in his legit shops. I always like to check out what they have because it gives me ideas for the future. And the prices aren't bad. These are the prices that make sense to me, except for the 78,000. But the prices aren't bad. Jersey is not so bad. I wish it was more like this price, 36, but maybe there's something special, or the mint is only one of five. So okay, and four or five. Okay, I understand. When they're low mints like that, I understand why the prices are where they are. Whew, hold on. This is kind of somewhere that tells you people to asking for topics. Yeah, yeah, I did see this somewhere, but because at the time I didn't have much UPX, I never really looked into it. Yeah, yeah, all those are years. Yeah, I need Spark. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's all you got. Okay. Oops, I started looking. Where's the Yeah, and that's the thing with the meta ventures, just like how you have so many properties in one place. If you're gonna put a meta venture, literally just put it in the middle of all of those, right? If you have properties, if you have one in the middle and like six properties surrounding that one in the middle, put it in that one, put it in the middle. The reason being is that whenever someone comes and checks out, say they send their block explorer to your MetaVenture shop, all those properties are going to collect fees. That's why you put it in the one in the middle, because you're just going to be collecting fees from all the people visiting. All right. Well, what I would suggest, I don't know how much UPIX you have, but talk a little bit more to Upland for Life. You'll probably be able to better direct you on where you can make your Spark purchases and rent some Spark and get these buildings done. If you want to have a meta venture, you got to get on it now. Like it's very important that you get on it now because more and more meta ventures are going to be opening because ornaments haven't come out yet. Farming, which Upland mentioned, hasn't come out yet. There's a lot of things that meta ventures are going to be important. You're going to have need to have structures so you can have meta ventures to get in all the different types of businesses that are coming to Upland. Yes, yes, absolutely. Yeah, tell them about that too. When you sign in Prospectus King for Upland, don't, don't hit that never show again button. Don't do it. Do the Spark bonus, right? It may all those weeks that you've been waiting for your property to be built in Brooklyn, you could have been collecting Spark, and those Spark you could have been contributing to that property, that structure being built in Brooklyn, and probably reduce the days from 75 to probably about 40 days right now. But um or also, if you have a ton of properties and you're able to sell them for USD and use that USD the next time there's a Spark sale and buy half a Spark, a quarter Spark, or whatever it is that you can afford, and make sure you just increase your Spark holdings right now. You need to if you want to do meta ventures because that you're gonna need. I would say this. Sorry, you're gonna need properties in many different states or cities and neighborhoods. You're gonna need properties all over the place. The reason why it makes it easier for you to decide on how much what's it called? How many which neighborhoods you're gonna be a part of because because it's want to be in a neighborhood like where these nodes are, where there's a lot of structures. I know it's only point 0.1 each week, but how long have your structure been built for? If you had been doing it from then, it adds up. Like Upland says, it adds up, right? And it adds up. And yes, and sometimes you get 0.03, right, which I've gotten. So it adds up and it makes a difference, especially if you want to build structures. Because I got one recently, I haven't deployed it yet, I just have zero point 0.1. But I'm just saying you need to do that, because if you want to have a meta venture, you're going to need to put up structures everywhere, because you don't want to just say, oh, I'm going to focus in LA and that's it. What if you focus in LA and the neighborhood that you focused on, there's no structures and nobody's really interested in minting anything in that neighborhood? This is why you need to build up all over the place. Right. Yes, sir. Got it. On my fifth week login. Yeah. Yeah, they're giving away Spark, right? And is the Spark sale over? Let me check. See, right now, look, if you have $40, I don't know if you want to go in and buy the 0.05 because there's still 14 left. If you have $54 or $55, go get another zero point 0.1, and that should knock about 8 hours or so, I think, off of your bill. So and if you purchase this, you can buy multiples, right? Because there's still a ton available. Okay, there's still a ton available. I don't know if when the cutoff date is, but buy as much as you can. It may cost you a bit because you're buying a smaller amount and it's gonna add up. But at the same time, if you want to build your structures, you're gonna need to invest into Spark. It's very important. Very important. Yeah, I have a lot in Brooklyn right now. Okay, so you have a block in Vegas. Maybe you should, I don't know, but you need to get your USD up so you can buy some Spark. I think that's what you should focus on right now, right? You should focus on getting some Spark. Whether you selling off a few of your properties or you put in US dollars. No, don't put any US dollars into the game now. Just wait until Spark Week comes again, or purchase those ones um the other day. Oh, so you bought the other day. Okay, well, you just have to keep accumulating. Yeah, it'll be gone soon. Yeah, just keep accumulating, man. Because for what, maybe about 2 months now, I've been saying, yeah, I'm gonna try my best to accumulate, and I regretted from the very beginning of the game not buying a little bit of Spark all the way through up until now, because I would have had close to four. When you have about four Spark, you're able to do a lot of building really fast. I know that's quite expensive, but I think if you do it for the meta ventures and you price your products in your meta venture store right, you'll be able to make it back. And I don't know how much the fees are for meta ventures, but that's something you should consider as well. A lot of properties were bought so cheap I could flip them. Somewhere like 40x from 2 years ago. Oh, right. Yes, you've been on for a while. So you've been on for a long time, man. You should be like right now with like 17, 18 Spark. There's some guys with that. There's a guy. I have to find this guy. I will recommend somebody to you. Would I be able to find him? There's a guy. If I'm gonna try and find his username on Twitter. There's a guy on Twitter right now. I would once I get that, I'm gonna put it in the chat. Not probably not today, but my next episode. Follow him on Twitter. This guy has like 18. I think it's about 18 Spark. Right. I guess he's built all the structures that he's wanted to build, and now he's doing raffles all the time for you to just put down your address, and he'll just dump a whole bunch of Spark on your property and build it for you, right? So once I do that, the next time you come on, for sure I have that name. If not, I will make sure I find it on Twitter. but I haven't seen him in the last day or two on Twitter. But yeah, that would help you there. Hopefully you can get something, get him to build one of your structures or something like that. Let me check your level. What was your level again? Because remember, you got to do all of this leveling up during Spark Week. It's the best time and it's the highest reward. Just a reminder. Yes, 200. Wow, I gotta find him and become his best friend, man, because we're neighbors. So if I want to build some structures, right, I'm gonna put up like 13 structures in that neighborhood, and I want him to drop at least what, I don't know, 5 spark on each so they can be finished in a couple of days. Wow, but 200 spark? This guy's definitely a multi-millionaire in real life. Yeah, yeah. Me too. I suck at treasure hunts. I don't even take part in any of that at all. I don't even bother. I don't even bother at all. You're pro. Okay, 300K net worth, but if oh, okay, so you're pro. So yeah, so when you get to a mill, you're definitely be a director. So whatever you need to do it so you can get that upgrade between now and the next Spark Week. And if you achieve it before that, make sure you wait until Spark Week before you go up, before you level up. Yeah, you do get better with times. Oh yes, the one of one. I still haven't done mine. I don't know what I want to do. Like I'm so conflicted on what I should get as my own personal block explorer. Eventually, I have to figure that out before I level up again, and submit it into Upland to see if they can do it. And a lot of guys I've noticed in all these block explorer shops are selling their one of ones. I saw one today which was really cool. Like I wish I had. I know, but you see, the problem is creativity is not in my skill set. So like I'll come up with it's more being random is my skill set more than creativity. Because you'd be like, where'd you get that from? And I'm like, no idea. That was just random speech. No, I understand. If it's not, yeah, yeah, brainstorm. If it's not your main thing, but it's not my main investment as well. But because I have it on my phone and I always have my phone, I spend a little bit of time here in this game. So, I saw a dude with a sick gold mine. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what I mean. These are their own personal block explorer that they want stupid amounts of money for, and I don't necessarily agree with that because that's a personalized block explorer, and if I have it, it's not going to change its name from whatever it is to Gadget 914. It's going to stay at whatever it is. So like I don't understand why, but I see that because it's a one of one, these people go crazy and want to sell it for stupid amounts of money, right? So yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find at least one more of these tiny neighborhoods that has a lot of structures built in it. I don't think this one is. Okay, mostly minted out. One structure. I wonder how much you're selling this for. Wow, no way. I know it took you forever to build that structure, but I'm not paying that for it. Yeah, but still, I still think that Kansas City is a hidden gem. One, because of the yields. Two, the tiny neighborhoods and the possibly opportunity of making a ton of money just by buying up what is left over. All you got to do is go to Upland and slowly take some time and go through some of the neighborhoods, not all. Just look on the map, find all the small ones, go through those neighborhoods, check to see if anything is unminted, and get in there and buy them all up. Let me check to see how much is in Missouri right now. Not just in Kansas City. Neighborhood is Woodbridge. Okay, there's still a lot here. Not really. There's about 21 properties remaining that are unminted in Woodbridge. And are these, yeah, and they're all non-FSAs. So something to consider, guys. I I I feel that. Yeah, just buy and hold. That I've been doing that. What's the sign? There's still $100 property in Manhattan. No, I can't afford Manhattan, man. I'm not buying anything with USD. Everything I'm buying for UPIX. Yeah, that's why the yields in Manhattan is the way it is, because with Upland is thinking with the hopes of the game booming again, everyone who's new is gonna want to come to Manhattan and pay Manhattan prices, right? But hey, it's gonna happen for sure. I believe so. I believe the next turnaround where Upland's gonna explode and probably double what it have, if not triple what it has, is the next time the cryptos take off. The next time the cryptos take off, everyone's gonna feel rich. They're gonna come into Upland. There's gonna be racing. There's gonna be cars. There's gonna be semis. There's gonna be ornaments. There's gonna be all this stuff in the game, and they're just gonna just be like buy, 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 buy. And us guys who are in early just gotta make sure everything is up for sale. Right? And make sure you're in these type of nodes or neighborhoods where there's a lot of structure are being built, and you just take full advantage of that and just sell for the right price, and boom, whether you want to cash out, take some profit off the table, or hold it for a city release or something, it's going to be up to you at that time. But I believe that's when the next boom's going to be in this game, is the next time cryptos are being shot to the moon. And if Bitcoin goes to 100K or more, it's over. It's over. Upland, we're all going to be rich off of this. We need to buy. Wow, you can right now. We can. Hey man, that guy makes 24 million upix a month, and I think that's on the low end. So I'm surprised. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's been taking some money out of the game, but I'm surprised he's not at 3 billion already, right? Because once you get in the billions, you probably get I think more than 1 million views, because everybody wants to know who he is. I don't know, or I don't think he was at Genesis Week, so everyone wants to know who this guy is, because he's the only billionaire in the game, right? Everybody else is a hundredaire, and I'm talking low hundreds, right? Like two, 300. That's what everybody else, the other big guys that everybody knows who they are. They're 200, 300. Okay. Buy more because I think Tesla. Well, you should have done very well off Tesla because they had a lot of stock splits, quite a bit, and each time they had it, it pretty much doubled from where it split. 15-year plan. Well, you're gonna do very well. Okay. Well, so whatever money you can skim off the top, bring it into upland and buy up some structures and eventually and properties, and you'll be Abdullah, man. Because if you've been trading for that long, you should have a lot of skill in the game and be able to scrape some funds out of the stock market and transfer it over to upland. But yeah, but wow, I didn't even realize. Look at the time. Oh man. What time is it? Oh, just after 10 for me. Yes, Abdul is definitely rich as fuck. I always thought he was one of the developers or something. Wow. Hey, that's what 30%. Nice. That's what everybody wants to know, who this guy is. Everyone wants to know who Abdullah is, right? Because when Upland had a lot of the auctions, I would go and check it out, and I'm just like, no, this is not for us, the little guys. This is definitely for the wealthy because Abdullah was just cleaning house. He was buying up everything. And it makes sense. Right? Now he just sits back. Imagine they probably put that rule in because of him, because of the amount of upics he makes per day. Heartbreaking. Who is this? Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for jumping in the conversation. I started off probably with about 4 to 500. I started off with in the game. Um, I haven't really sold a lot, but I did sell a few big ones. So all the with the exchange rate converting from Canadian to USD, I've just broken even. I'll show you my net worth right now. I'm halfway I'm halfway to an executive right now. So that's where I'm at. This is me here. Gadget 91914. You can search me up, check out my address, my assets, and make sure if you're gonna check out my assets, make sure you go in the legit section and check out all my legits that I have. I got a ton. I've been spending quite a bit of money on them. Yeah, and that's who I am. And who are you? Heartbreaking. You start with what's your status in the game right now? I'm trying to catch the next live. Fine, I'll do the inquiry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would love to find that guy because I want to be his friend. I do. Absolutely. I believe that I put 300 now, 500. Okay. I just been putting in. I haven't like said every time I say I'm not gonna put no more, I put more money in the game. So like until I can't, I won't put any more in. I just keep putting in. I, oh, way too early. You should have kept on to that because you that would have been a million. Yeah, that's a smart move because that's quite risky, very risky. Okay. See, that's the thing. You guys put in, sell. But since you see, you had just accumulated properties 2 years ago, you would have those properties at basement prices. If I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, when you were buying into the game, properties were 1,000 to what, 800 to 1,200 was the average price. Option trading sometimes only when I got a gut feeling. All right, another new person. Welcome, Jason Julius. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, please, Jason, and introduce yourself to us, man. Who are you? It's the first time I'm seeing you. Welcome. What's your status right now in Upland? You're an Uplander, you're a visitor, you're a pro director, what? Executive? Do you know Abdullah? Could you help me out? Because I want to know who that guy is. Make sure you... There's 200, there's 287 people, 287,000 people in Upland right now. If that's the case, that means a lot of people are leaving, because when I was kind of tracking, and I haven't tracked it in a while, it was at 320. So for it to drop down to that, that's not really good. $1,800 in Brooklyn. I love this game. How to make it fun. Well, I don't know how long you've been into the game, but if you're in it now and you're accumulating properties, I believe you're still an early adopter. The next crypto roar, you will be rewarded for getting into the game early. I'm Super Design 1. Okay, let's check you out. Oh, you're director. Nice. Okay. Whoa, so you've been selling a lot of properties, man. You don't have a lot of properties to be a director, or are they all large? And how much for the boombox? How much for the boombox? If you're selling, just wondering. Okay, director. Yeah, good question. How long you been playing? Uh, uh, Jason, how long you been playing? Yeah, but yeah, come and check out Kansas City. It's a nice little gem. Nice little gem. Let's see this one here. Look, here's another one. Look how small. Like, it takes up so much space, but there's only like 2 streets here. Oh, look at the size. Abdullah owns this one? No, he doesn't. Yeah. He got off? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I'm gonna do that too, because it's getting quite late for me. I gotta hit up work tomorrow morning. But it was great talking to you, Prospectus King. Thank you for coming in again. And if you can come in again tomorrow, I will try and find that guy on Twitter I was telling you about, and I'll give you the link to his Twitter handle, and drop a few of your properties in his chat, because he, as far as I saw last week, he was having a lot of giveaways and stuff. So if you're interested in getting your structures built, doesn't cost you anything. You may not win right away. If you keep at it, he eventually will recognize your name and throw down some spark on your building, on your structures. And yeah. Okay, so Julius, okay, you're back. Okay, hold on. Word. Yeah. I would, yeah, 2K, yeah, is a good start because that will give you about 2 million upics in the game. And I told this to Upland for Life previously. If you're able to come in the game with 2K, 2 to 25K, right? Go to LA, go to Bel Air, find those properties that are like 20 or 30,000, 18 to 25,000 upics. You buy three of those, you put those in your collection, and it boosts up to the top amount. Then chill for a month, collect that hundred and something thousand in upics, and then once you collect that, then you can go around and start buying up properties elsewhere. But try and get your monthly earning to at least 130,000 upics. With 130,000 upics, which I think is 15,000 upics. No. Let me work that out. I don't remember the numbers. I did the calculation already for it. But if you're able to do that, you'll be able to game every month. You have 120 to 130,000 upics to spend, and you wouldn't have to put another dime into the game. I believe, unless you want to buy more than that, unless you want to spend more than that every month in buying properties in different neighborhoods. If you're able to do that, since you have other things going on and you're in and out of the game, that's perfect for you because uh, like, I'm behind. I never really came in again. Like, okay, okay. I started around the same time as you then, Julius, because I was around October as well. I think it was more the end of October. I did that, but I started in the game. Yeah, I was gonna go off, but all you guys kept on messaging, so I just like, all right, I'll stay on until I can get through some of these. Um, yeah. Yeah, trust me, man. Bel Air is the way to go. If you're gonna put that money on it, I mean, in the game, do that. Get Bel Air properties. Um, buy up as much as you can. Put them in the collection. Maximize on your monthly earnings. If you don't want to, if you're busy and you forget about the game for 2, 3 months, you'll have 300,000 upics to 400,000 upics to play with when you come back in the game. Um, at least, yeah, because if I don't know, I haven't. Let me check. Actually, I'm in LA right now, so let me do you that and show you what I'm talking about. So you go in Bel Air. I don't know how much is left because a lot of guys were buying up Bel Air. Come on. Okay, here we go. So a lot of stuff is being sold, but if I remember correctly, there's still quite a few properties that are still left to be minted. Let's see. This is probably a million. All right, that's too much. So maybe here. All right, so that's 700,000. Let me find a little bit one that's a little bit cheaper than that. Okay, so 700,000. I did see some 300. Maybe those are all sold. Some 300,000. 800. So no, there isn't any more of those 300,000, 1.1 million, 900. Okay, so probably now because so many people have bought up LA. Let me check the street here. 1.2, 0.7. So it's all the large properties that are left now. But at the time when I was telling Upland for Life about Bel Air, it wasn't like this. There was a lot of properties that were like 700,000 UPIX and stuff like that, and you'll be able to buy those, put them in collections, and collect between 90 to 120,000 UPIX per month. But a lot of these properties have been all bought already. So if you want, you could put more into the game. As you see, if you're willing to spend, I would say if you're willing to spend $3,500 in the game, 3,500 in the game, you'll be fine. Well, save up until you get to 3,500 as a budget. My math is wrong? My math isn't wrong. Because here, let's go back. Let me see if I can find some of those properties. Okay, so 18. So that's 780. Let's see if I can find any more. 900. You're right. My math is wrong because you got to spend at least 1 million to get 25,000. You need to get at least what, four of them to make 100,000. So if you have 30,000 UPIX or more right now, then it makes sense to buy three properties, and that should get you at least the 100,000 UPIX. That's how I had said it the last time. Thanks for correcting me on that. My math is wrong, but yeah. Yeah, okay. So which properties? Where are your properties in Bel Air? Yeah, what's the returns like in Bel Air in the properties that you have? Because if you have three properties in Bel Air, you should have, if you bought the higher price ones that are close to a million, you should have at least 75,000 UPIX. And if you have 75,000 UPIX, you should have had at least 30 or more already from all the other properties that you bought in the game. Yeah, he probably has a smaller properties because the 300,000 and 400,000 ones were probably giving you 15,000 UPIX per month, if I remember correctly. But this was months ago, 100K each. Well, come on, dude. Come on. That's no comparison to what I'm talking about. No comparison. You bought 100K and you think you're going to get 25,000 UPIX a month? You got to spend more than that. I wish you were on my live a couple months ago. Upland for Life can talk for me because he's been on every day, and I showed this to him already. It's not the same now because that was maybe 2 months ago I showed it to him. For me right now, I have 60. I'm 60K. Right, 60K every month. Right, so if I was to, okay, see, yeah, a month ago, exactly. A month ago, things in a month things can change a lot in this game. So that was a month ago that I was telling Upland about Bel Air because I was in LA and I saw that and I'm like, here's a huge opportunity. I was thinking about it too. You know what? To be honest, I should have just thrown that money into LA and nowhere else into the game and get that. I think at the time too, a month ago, I had probably um 30 or 20, maybe 35,000 UPIX per month. And I was thinking of buying those 3 properties that would give me 25,000 UPIX per month, which would have pushed me to 75, and that would have put me to approximately 110, right? Yeah, my math's not the greatest, but it would have pushed me to approximately 110, and I would have chilled. And I told Upland for Life a range of 110, I think, to 130, or it was 120 to 130. One of those two numbers. You got to check back a month ago when I did a live and I talked about all of this stuff and how you can, if you have the funds, you throw it in, go to LA, buy the large properties, and you're good. Yeah, I have whole collections. I have 19 of them. I don't know how much he has every day. How much you got in the game and what's your net worth? I probably have let me show you. Let me show you my net worth. Right here. That's my net worth. And I haven't really been selling, so I probably have probably about close to 4K right now. The 900,000 is probably from all my sales because I sold a lot of large properties in different cities, right? Oops, what did I just do? Right. So yeah, I've put a bid in because I decide to do a long-term hold. I buy and I hold because I realize we're still early in this game. So I buy and I hold, and then the next rush, I'll be selling. That's for sure. Yeah, and I bought a few legits. I spent almost 200,000 UPIX on legit, so that's not even included in my net worth. I bought like what, I don't even know, 60 or 70 based on the emails that I got from Upland. I bought a ton of legits, right? And this is all in the last maybe week and a half to 2 weeks, right? And 200,000 UPIX in Upland is nothing because I've seen guys with 400,000 on legits or spirits or ornaments or whatever it else was happening at the time when I first came in the game. Yeah, I'm building, man. I'm building. I'm building. You got to build. You have to. Because if you want to get a meta venture, you're gonna need structures in many different cities. So you have it's easy for you to pick and choose where you want to sell because some cities, what if you build a structure in a city and that city already has like LA? Look at all the amount of meta ventures they have in LA. LA is saturated, right? With the amount of meta ventures just in LA alone. San Francisco, even more saturated. This is Bakersfield, not too bad. They got 4, but Bakersfield is small, right? Is this Fresno? Fresno has 4. That's okay. And but look at San Fran. Look at that. Oh, whoops. Everywhere you turn. So that's why you got to build in multiple cities. So you don't say, oh man, all my structures are in San Fran. Like, oh, there's already like 8 or 9 meta ventures here. I can't do it here. Where are my properties? They're not showing up. Okay, there we go. Thank you guys much for coming on. I appreciate you. Perspectives King, if you have some time, come on tomorrow. If not, drop me a message on the comment either on this video and or the next video, and just a reminder for myself to find that guy for you, and I will respond. I respond to all my comments. within 24 hours, or at least before I get my next video done, I respond. So just drop me a comment and don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. But drop me a comment, and then I'll find that info for you, and I'll let you know, and you can get hopefully, you know, try to win. And Upland for Life as well. I want you to check him out too on Twitter. I will find it, so you just remind me, and I will look out for that and help you out there. I've been tempted many times to do it, but I just haven't. But you know what I mean? Because I believe, because I'm on YouTube, people are gonna be like, "Oh, I ain't gonna help you," right? So, so that's how some people look at things sometimes. But all right, guys, thank you so much. I spent a lot longer than I thought I would have. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.